Today's episode of Explainiac is presented by Assassin's Creed Mirage. Here's everything you need to know about Assassin's Creed Mirage. Welcome back to Explainiac, I'm Dan Casey, and today we're going to be talking about one of the most anticipated games of the year, Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed games because they let me live out my fantasy of being able to do parkour without immediately dying, having a pet eagle, and making my BA in history feel like a worthwhile investment. The latest entry in the storied Assassin's Creed series, Assassin's Creed Mirage, takes you back in time to 9th century Baghdad. And that's not the only throwback either. To celebrate the series' 15th anniversary, Assassin's Creed is going back to its roots. Mirage was designed to evoke the feeling of classic Assassin's Creed games, from its urban Middle Eastern setting to its tightly crafted narrative to its strong emphasis on stealth, parkour, and assassination action. And while it's nice to spend hundreds of hours exploring every nook and cranny in a game like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Mirage is a much more manageable 20 to 30 hours in comparison. And as somebody with a new baby at home, my chances of 100%ing this game just shot through the roof. Assassin's Creed Mirage comes to Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Epic, PC, and Amazon Luna on October 5th. That is right around the corner! And whether or not you knew Mirage was coming, we're here to be your oasis in the digital desert. But in case you've been accessing the genetic memories of an ancestor who's been living under a rock, well, we're here to help. We've got you covered. From where you might have seen the protagonist before, to new gameplay mechanics, to the real-world history, we're going to break down everything you need to know about Assassin's Creed Mirage before you play. Now, one of the unique joys of Assassin's Creed is finding out what period of history it will explore. But if you're anything like us, you have a deep need to understand the canon and where things sit on a fictional timeline. And yes, all of the Assassin's Creed games do exist on one gigantic timeline, stretching from ancient Greece in Assassin's Creed Odyssey to ancient Egypt in Assassin's Creed Origins, all the way through the modern day. However, when it comes to Assassin's Creed Mirage, it actually acts as a direct prequel of sorts for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. While Valhalla focused on the Norse invasion of England in the 9th century circa 873 CE, Mirage takes place some 20 years prior in 853 CE. As we learned in Assassin's Creed Origins, the first incarnation of the iconic group that would become known as the Assassin Brotherhood was originally called the Hidden Ones. And while there are certainly assassins galore in Mirage, they are still known as the Hidden Ones in this game. Same hidden blades, same sweet parkour skills, and same level of deadliness. And speaking of the Hidden Ones, they are at the core of Basim's journey. In Assassin's Creed Mirage, you step into the familiar shoes of Basim ibn Ishaq. You may remember him from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, spoilers ahead for Valhalla, but this takes place long before he becomes aware of that unexpected connection to Loki, the trickster god of Norse mythology. There's enough there to fill like a whole other video. What? I said spoilers! I was very clear. Come on. Specifically, we're following Basim in his early years, living as an orphan and a cunning thief on the streets of Baghdad. Basim's mother died when he was very young, and his father was an architect that built the Great Mosque of Samarra. However, he wound up getting exiled after someone else took credit for his work. As if that wasn't challenging enough, Basim is plagued by nightmarish visions. Thankfully, he's offered a lifeline in the form of Roshan, a master assassin that takes Basim under her wing and recruits him to join the Hidden Ones. And it's precisely that aspect of Basim's journey, going from inexperienced initiate to awe-inspiring assassin, we'll see unfold in this game. That evolution will take Basim all over the streets of Baghdad, which the team at Ubisoft painstakingly reconstructed from the ground up. To bring the world of 9th century Baghdad to life, the team at Ubisoft enlisted a host of experts across disciplines like history, art, architecture, and so much more. And for those of you who get amped at the idea of exploring a living, breathing city as it once was, you can delve even deeper into the real-world history in the game's History of Baghdad feature. And there's plenty to explore, as Baghdad has been transformed into a massive open city playground. The city's divided into 4 unique districts. There's Karkh, the market district, which is home to rare goods from faraway lands like China, Africa, and Italy. There's Harbiya, the industrial district, which is a grim and grueling place full of surly dock workers, menacing thugs, as well as orphans and slaves eking out a hard-scrabble existence. Next is Abbasiyya, the cultural district, which is the gathering place for the city's scientists, philosophers, scholars, and astronomers to come together in their shared pursuit of knowledge inside the historic House of Wisdom. Also known as the Grand Library of Baghdad, it was a frequent refuge for Basim in his youth and the site of many significant breakthroughs and discoveries in real life. And last but certainly not least is the Round City, Baghdad's seat of power. The district is full of lush gardens, ornate fountains, and enameled bricks, but nothing quite compares to the breathtaking grandeur of the Caliphal Palace. And while it might not be in Baghdad proper, you will also venture to the iconic Fortress of the Assassins, Alamut, which translates to Eagle's Nest. This was their home base at the time of Assassin's Creed Mirage. As for the real-world history, Mirage takes place in a period during which Baghdad was ruled over by the Abbasid Caliphate. They moved the locus of power in the country from Kufa to Baghdad circa 762 CE. The city blossomed during this period, becoming one of the most advanced cities in the world. It was an era where scholars and scientists made tremendous innovations in science, medicine, poetry, art, mathematics, and much more. Of course, all good things must come to an end, and cracks began to appear in the facade of the Caliphate's power. This happened through a combination of a series of violent successions of power, like the anarchy at Samarra in 861 CE, and the burgeoning slave revolt of the Zand Rebellion in 869 CE. Assassin's Creed Mirage will give players a sense of the socio-political conditions that led to these historical events as they progress through Basim's story. But you won't have to get by in Baghdad on just your wits and wiles. Let's shift gears a little bit here. Basim is the most versatile assassin in franchise history and has a cavalcade of tools at his disposal. His full arsenal includes sleep darts, mines, smoke bombs, throwing knives, noisemakers, and so many other ways to distract your enemies, disable their defenses, and dodge detection while taking down a target. You'll also be able to decide exactly what kind of assassin that you want to be by investing skill points in a variety of skill trees. As you progress through the story, you will unlock new abilities. Want to get the drop on your enemies? Try using airstrike to slow down time for the perfect mid-air throwing knife. Find yourself surrounded? Make some space by using kickback to turn a well-timed parry into a strike back in multiple directions. The possibilities are endless. Just remember that at the end of the day, you're on a mission here. And the name of the game isn't Friendships Creed. Anyway, folks, there you have it. That is everything you need to know about Assassin's Creed Mirage. For now, though, tell us, are you excited to play this game? What's your favorite game in the Assassin's Creed franchise, and why? Let me know in the comments below, and give me a thumbs up while you're there. Unless that's an elaborate ploy to give me one of your hidden blades, in which case, I'm watching you, pal. I'm watching you. Thank you again to Assassin's Creed Mirage for sponsoring today's episode. Assassin's Creed Mirage is a thrilling narrative-driven action-adventure game that tells a coming-of-age story full of ancient organizations, deadly enemies, and epic assassination action. Prepare to go from cunning street thief to master assassin when Assassin's Creed Mirage comes to Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Epic, PC, and Amazon Luna on October 5th. And remember, folks, not everything in life can be explained, but for everything else, there's this show.